Braves. You want tickets? Right after 7. We got you. It's your guy, Joey Boy.
What up? It's JD.
And it's Sienna.
I know you couldn't sleep at night wondering if JD's still single. JD, update?
Yeah, still there in that little room.
Yeah. So question is, how do you win him over? Because JD has just met the woman of his dreams.
That's correct.
And she kind of friend-zoned you.
Yeah, she friend-zoned me right away. Because remember we were like kind of talking about it. I met her at a charity event, the State 48 Foundation
First
downtown.
mistake.
First mistake? What are you talking about? So she was a blackjack dealer, and she was really cool. We actually hit it off, had some great conversation. I got her number, and we were going back and forth, and she was very honest, like right away. And first of all, we had mentioned that first text I got, she said, "Hey, friend." And I was like, uh-oh. That's one of the 5 deadly words as a man you can hear. And she was very honest with me about what her situation is. Now, I'm not sure if she's talking to somebody else, but she definitely told me, if we're going to hang out, you seem like a good guy, this is definitely going to be a platonic thing.
Right. So you're wondering, and please call into the show, 833-730-6377. How do you win them over? Like if you're in a relationship where the person friend-zoned you, or it's not going anywhere, you're like, God, how do I win this person over? How do I get them to like me as much as I like them? Give us a call. We have Autumn in Santan that wants to chime on in and help you out, brother. Autumn, what'd you do?
I think I started really being interested in sports, like his football teams and stuff.
Were you not into football?
No, not really.
That's how you won him over. So you had to change some of your interests to his interests.
Exactly, a little bit, yeah.
Did he invite you to a game, or how did that all play out?
Yeah, he started taking me to like ASU games, and I started getting more involved in his team.
And then that night, did he get to tackle you? Hello. You little sucia. I love it. I like that suggestion. JD, you're getting to know this girl. What are her interests? Maybe even if you don't like you said, you guys went hiking. Maybe you got to take it seriously. Maybe you have to like hiking now.
Well, my dog got super tired, which I love, so it was an activity that we could bring the dog to.
So you on the date? You took your dog?
I wouldn't call it a date. Remember, I'm in the friend zone.
Yeah, like a friend.
This is a friend hike. This was a frike.
A frike. You went on a frike.
You know for a fact it was a frike?
Yeah, I know for a fact it was a
Well,
frike.
maybe you invite her to, the weather's getting warmer, go swimming. Or Fickle Fall, Fickle Fall is real big sport now,
I feel like a lot of people, though, and with all due respect, permission to be sexist, women usually have
You gotta get her consent to be sexist.
Can I permission to be sexist, Autumn?
Yes.
And
Say whatever
Sienna?
you're going to say.
Permission granted.
Usually, you're the one that has to care about, watching golf on TV with your man, or going to the baseball game when you really just want to be home and hanging out, but you sacrifice. I don't know why you had to go to ASU. I was hoping you would say the Cardinals, because ASU been trash the last handful of years.
That's her commitment, though.
That's your commitment. On bench seats?
You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't even get real seats at
All
ASU.
we have to do as women.
Not trash this last season.
I know. No, we were good this year. I'm just saying if it was years past.
Yeah, and then we have to hear you guys say, "Oh, if I didn't tear my ACL back in high school, I definitely would have made it to the league." That's what we have to hear too.
I can throw that football quarter mile over the mountains.
If I was just a little taller, you know what I'm saying?
Not that you know what I'm saying.
Like, gosh, start it. All right.
Shut up. Tackle me and take me home.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's how you want them. That's great advice. That's great advice, Autumn. You have to be what she's into. If she's friend zoning you off top, maybe she'd be like, God, this guy really likes what I like.
Mm-hmm. He's willing to see me at 8 o'clock in the morning.
All right. All right. How many years have you been with your man?
We've been together for 13 years.
Ooh, how many of those years have been good?
Every single one of them.
Wow.
Fake news?
Is that fake news?
You're a liar.
No, it's real news.
Real news.
All right. Well, we appreciate your call, love.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.
Don't tell us what to do. Bye.
Bye.
I really like that advice, though, JD.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah. Well, Sina, what do you think? That's solid advice,
No,
right?
absolutely. I feel like when I started dating my husband, I definitely took on some of his interests as well. So it's something where you can meet in the middle. But then
Right.
once you get comfortable, you can be like, screw it, I don't want to do that with you
Yeah.
anymore.
I was trying to land you.
Yeah, you don't have to go on fikes anymore.
Yeah. All right. Taking your calls, 833
730.
6377. Really easy question. How'd you win them over? How did you win your person over? How do you? JD and his friend Joey Boy obviously want to know this question as well. How do you win them over? Sienna's figured it out. Stole her man from another woman.
That is fake news.
There she is.
There she is. Go ahead, Sienna. Play the game. Come on.
Oh, why'd I do that to myself?
Sienna.
You got me.
Darn.
D-back tickets on the way and catching up cheaters with the Staycation setup. JD, Sienna, your guy, Joey Boy, asking the question, how did you win them over? Have you ever been friend zoned or you're really into somebody, you don't know if they're into you, you want to win them over to like you just as much as you like them? Our very own JD's in that situation. Going on a friend date, you're really liking this girl, but she kind of put you in your place from jump, which I respect. She told you hey, I'm kind of talking to somebody. She kind of friend zoned you.
That's correct. Yeah. Not too sure if she's talking to somebody. I don't want to put her business out there, but she definitely put me in the friend zone box, the buddy box, as I would say.
The buddy box.
So my thing is what's the point? Because she told you it's going to be platonic, right?
Well, I think she knows inevitably I'm irresistible. I'm a confident man. I have a great credit score. So I have a lot to offer. So she's like, okay, let me just take you for a test drive. I already made my decision.
Right.
And you're okay with being test driven?
Man, I don't care at this point. Dating, to have the pressure of thinking you have to be romantic or getting those feelings right away.
You wanted
it's
to
not
kick your
working.
tires.
Yeah. Why not just go the friend route first and see if we're both compatible?
All right, well, let's expedite this, man. Your person listening to the show right now, how did you win them over? 833-730-6377. Heather, Peoria, how'd you win them over?
So the biggest thing is he was actually interested in one of my friends.
Oh,
Great story.
So, he's my husband now.
So your husband now was interested in one of your friends?
Yeah, and my roommate, and he was pursuing her, and then he actually got friend zoned.
Okay, got friend zoned by your roommate, and then that's when you swooped on in?
Yeah, I did. I said, hey, I know some weird stuff's going on, but I think you and I vibe, and whenever you're interested, I'd like to see, exploring that.
Was there something that you had to do that you didn't like doing in order to kind of win him over and double down to make sure that you guys dated in the end? Did you have to put up with something?
I had to wait for him to kind of come around and be ready for it, because I lived with the girl that he was trying to pursue.
Jeez, y'all messy.
Was there no one was bothered by this? You weren't bothered by the fact that he was into the friend first and the friend wasn't like, hey, he wanted me first?
Hey, if he wanted to, he would.
No, right. That's how, we got introduced, is, he was hanging out with her and stuff, and then he and I would get along, but nothing really happened because he was pursuing her, and I did ask permission from the friend because she wasn't into him, and I was like, hey, he and I get along really well, and I've actually been kind of interested in him. Would you be okay of me reaching out to him? I could take him off your back.
Wow.
This is like a Netflix episode. What is going on here?
Yeah, this girl that you like, man, you got to bang her friend.
That's a terrible piece of advice.
That's what she just told us
Are you
right
still
now.
friends with her?
No, but there's other reasons.
Of course they're not friends. What would make you think that they're friends, especially if they're together now?
Well, if they talked about it, it sounds like it's all cool and fine.
Yeah, he has a type.
But anyways, confidence, being yourself and not being desperate, just putting it out there hey, this is where I'm at. I'm cool if you're not there right now, but just putting your full front out. This is just who I am, accept me as I am, and people are attracted to that.
Right.
Oh, 100%. I already told her I'm a vibe.
You're a vibe.
Oh, yeah.
If not, bang her roommate.
Oh, that's
the first step.
Yeah.
That's the
First
advice
step.
we're getting.
Yeah. Yeah.
She said right.
It worked for you.
Yeah, is there anyone else that has any other advice? Anyone else?
Oh my gosh.
JD's trying to get that toesy woesies.
No.
Well, thank you for the advice.
Yeah, no problem.
Basically, be a backup.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Be her
Hey,
friend and be the backup.
I know you're not interested, but you must know someone who knows
Yeah.
someone,
Keep your options open.
preferably in the same spot as you.
Yeah, man. How did you win them over? Let us know. 833
730.
6377. Going to take another call or two. You know what, JD, now that I'm thinking about it, we work with Sienna, the only one in a happy relationship. She probably knows how. You must have won Ivan over, right?
Yeah, I did a few things to win him over, actually.
A few meaning like 3 things?
Yeah.
All right. So why don't you give JD the 3 things, and then maybe you could choose one of them, JD?
Maybe I'll want all three, but I'll choose one for this purpose.
For this purpose?
Yes.
Best out of the three.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I hope it works for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you in this situation where you just kind of like someone, you're into them, and you just want to know, how do I win them over? Sienna got the answer. Question, how do you win them over? As JD got friend zoned by this girl he really likes. A lot of calls on this, JD. We got Lexi in Surprise. Want to holler at her?
Sure, I love the name.
Lexi Surprise, how'd you win them over?
Dancing.
Ah,
Also,
yes.
you know what? She hasn't seen me dance.
You know what? I got this, JD.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
It's all you, Joey.
Right up my alley. So you were a dancer.
Yeah.
Was he a regular?
No, oh my God, not that kind of dancer.
What kind of dancer? You sound like a stripper. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's immediately what I thought.
I didn't think that.
Really?
No.
She sounds like she does the day shift at Band-Aids.
Oh, not Band-Aids. Don't disrespect her like that.
Which one then?
Just dancing at a club.
Dancing like a go-go dancer?
No.
Oh, like just actual go out and dancing.
Oh, just like
Oh.
Yes.
twerking.
Persuade her with, what God gave me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, if she friend zoned you, she's probably not the one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Right.
Know your worth. Don't beg for a woman.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that because that sounds like advice you get on TikTok. Here's how I'll combat that. I feel like all great love romantic movies, good rom-coms, they always start out with the girl not liking the guy. Always put him in the friend zone.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe they're dating someone else,
They
you
like
know?
the chase.
They like the, they just don't know. I know you guys are rooting for me. Right?
I'm rooting for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
hell
course.
yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like this is just the
How many
beginning.
dates have you been on with this girl?
Just one.
I mean, you guys are just like talking, like you don't owe each other anything kind of thing.
Yeah, I have nothing to lose. I kind of like this angle better. I kind of like the angle of just being friends. That way there's no pressure to be romantic at all. You
Right.
can just kind of get to know somebody,
Right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah, stalk her a little bit.
But I feel like if you want to be romantic, then you have to, put yourself out there too. You can't just stay in the friend zone.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think starting with a friendship is good building block, though.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, flex, maybe show her a little something,
What do you mean saw her a little
Give us a good
sob?
little
Yeah.
flex.
Yeah.
Did you guys get a bite to eat?
We didn't eat, no.
You didn't eat.
No.
Oh, okay.
You were swamped over there.
Yeah, you're busy.
I am. I sure am.
Yeah, we'll let you go though, okay? Sounds like
Okay.
your son's trying to start the dishwasher or something like that, and he put your dog in it. So go handle that. All right.
All right. Good luck, JD.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye.
She lives in Lower Buckeye.
Is that lower Buckeye tendency?
Yeah, that totally is. All right. As promised, luckily for you, JD, you have your good friend here, Sienna, who is in a successful relationship with your husband. And I think we got the backstory of Sienna, us meeting Sienna a couple years ago when we started this show. Was it a situationship with you and your husband at first?
Yeah, I think we're trying to fight it, and it just obviously ended up in us getting married. So
Who won who over? Was it him winning you over or you won him over?
I think I won him over.
Oh, this is perfect.
Yes.
JD, you ready?
Yeah, give me the 100% guaranteed.
Sienna, you promised 3 options?
Yes, I have 3.
All right, A, B, or C, JD?
All right.
Okay, so mind you, I was, I think, 21, 22 at the time, so I was younger.
Don't preface. Just give it to me.
Frontal lobe wasn't really developed.
Stop.
Okay, so the first one, I don't know if it was actually really healthy, but I think I lightly love bombed him, which for those who don't know, it's when you just give your person that you really want to be with all these gifts and overflow them with that. I don't know if you're comfortable with that. Is that not what they teach you in
No,
therapy
I've
and
sent her a
stuff?
couple coffees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
And then the second one, speaking of Mexico, how we were there for this past weekend, he actually invited me out a couple months into us being quote unquote friends. And me being an Osabo kid at the time, especially, I couldn't speak Spanish like at all that well. If anything, it's gotten better over the past 6 years. And he invited me to Mexico where I didn't know anything, didn't know anyone. All I knew was him. This was his entire family that was there. So I was meeting the family before we were official. So I went out of my comfort zone to win him over because I didn't want to go because I felt like it wasn't my place and I felt like I was going to be uncomfortable, but I still did it anyway.
Okay. I speak English, so that story was irrelevant. But hiking, I can relate it to going hiking. I don't do nature stuff.
And you got out of your comfort zone to go hiking. Okay,
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
the lesson there is just getting out of your comfort zone.
Okay, I'm not scared of anything. But
And then
all right.
the third one, my sister-in-law now makes fun of me for it, but I found out his favorite color was maroon/burgundy. So at the time, we would always go out to RIP, Devil's Advocate, that was out in Tempe. And every Thursday, because they had 2-for-1s there, and I knew I was going to see him there, every Thursday I would either go to RIP again, Forever 21 on 16th Street in Camelback, or I'd hit up the Mills, and I would always buy a little burgundy shirt because I knew that he liked the color maroon
the
or burgundy.
subliminals.
So I would always wear his favorite color.
That's good.
Interesting.
Oh, she won him over. And look at this. Look at God.
Yes.
Look at God.
Look at God
I was
at work.
working in mysterious ways.
I do like I like option 3.
I do like option 3
I like
the
option
best.
3 or option C, however you want to put it.
Yes.
Because I think you find subtle things that person likes, which means you have to pay attention, you have to listen, you have to kind of follow those things, and then subtly sprinkle those in. It's kind of like a mind trick.
Yeah, I still get made fun of it for this day. Like, oh, you wearing maroon today? I still get poked fun at, but he knew what I was doing.
I love
but he
that.
didn't want to say,
Yes.
oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Can I also say that's the cutest thing I've ever heard?
That is. That's
That
really
he
good,
likes
Cian.
maroon, and so she would make sure she would wear that color.
But not tell him she's
But
going to
not
wear. She
tell
just
him?
subtly wears
Just
it.
show up in it casually.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, I like
I like that one.